Hello and welcome, everybody. I am very happy to get to see you and you and you and well, I don't know everybody that'll be joining today. So, with that said, I'm Leechy. This is Litterbox Gaming, and welcome. With the spooky season among us, upon us, yeah, upon us. I think it's about that time for us to roll out the red carpet and get started with some spooky season games. There we go. Doing some weird stuff there. With that said, thank you everybody for joining. And today I have a little poll just to see how we would like to see us play out. With that said, we'll go ahead and get started. And feel free to let me know what you think of each person as we encounter them. I've never played this, so yeah. See what's up. All right. Adjust this mic just a little bit. This already starting with like those 80s vibes. Kind of liking it. Make sure we got that volume all the way up. Yeah, we're getting ready for school. She doesn't want to go, but what can you do, right? There's going to be some creepiness. So I have seen some footage on this, but it was in like the early stages when they were planning the game. So I don't know. View. Hey neighbor, long time no see. How's life? I think we're just going to start off right off the rip. Same as it ever was. So let me level with you. I came over for a reason. I've been getting a little worried about you. Something real bad seems to be heading our way. I just got off the phone with my cousin. She told me the news is saying something weird is going on with the sun. And that there are people coming up from underground. They're calling them visitors for whatever reason. Creepy stuff, huh? I sure hope it's not true. What's happening with the sun? Either it's going to explode or something's going to happen and explode on it. Not totally sure. All I know is something's wrong with it. I'm sure you noticed the summer's been the hottest one ever, right? I think we need to prepare ourselves for the worst. My cousin told me that being home alone is dangerous, so I came over to make sure you don't end up hurt or worse. Bud, don't get me wrong and all. Like, we're not going to judge the worker coat. Oh man, you got a wife and daughter? Yo. Oh, don't worry about my family. A good friend of mine is standing up with us right now. He's looking after them while I'm here. Why is he here? Great, let's continue this conversation in the morning then. I'll see you in the kitchen when you wake up. See you in the morning. Looks like no one else is coming tonight. Did he just come in my house? and let himself in. Check during the day. All right, so this is all bedroom. I guess to bed we go. Nope. I don't look that way yet. Not yet anymore. Okay. Breaking news. At 6:28 a.m. today, there was a powerful emission of energy from the sun. This burst of energy was far larger than scientists had predicted. As a result, temperatures outside have reached critical levels. The government has since declared a state of emergency. We ask that viewers refrain from going outside during the day. Up next, something lighter. What are they doing to us, y'all? I'm gonna sleep right now. I'm full of energy. Okay. Then, oh. What happens if I just... I'm afraid of looking out now. Okay. Kitchen? Alright, what are you up? Dude, not only did he come in here, but this man is sitting there with his little come hither look and beer on my counter. Damn, so it's all true after all. Well then, everything I said makes sense. Don't go outside during the day, and you have to remember to let other people in. Why would I let strangers into my house? I know you prefer to keep your distance from people, but you have to. My cousin doesn't know for sure why we just can't bunker down by ourselves. But she mentioned that if anyone comes and asks if you're alone, say no, and tell them someone's in the house with you. I hate dealing with people. That about sums it up. I know it won't be easy for you, but you have no choice. It might be the only thing that keeps you alive. And who knows, they might even bring something useful or share some interesting information. And don't forget to test them for signs of being a visitor. You won't have much energy during the day with the heat, so choose who you want to test carefully. You will have to take a real close look. It's strenuous, draining work. Don't worry about chatting with people. That won't take up any energy, so talk as much as you like. And be sure to look out your windows. TV's great and all, but there's no better source of info than your own two eyes. Okay, and then what? I'm afraid all we can do now is try to survive. And hope this nightmare ends soon. I agree to that wholeheartedly. I'm sure the government will help us, and somehow maybe they'll lead everyone to a shelter or something like that. If they do, stick together with me and my family. All right, that's it for me. Oh, right, almost forgot. I'm headed back home tomorrow night. Write down my number. They just set up the line over there. 858-262. We'll keep in touch on the phone. Okay, that's really it. Crack a beer and get some sleep. What? By the way, I brought you a case of my beer. My brother-in-law works at the brewery. Knock one back before you hit the sack. It'll make you really sleepy. If you ever feel like you've had enough conversation for one day, drink a beer and relax. Okay. What? Is that a roach? There's a roach in my fridge. Okay. All right. we'll go ahead and press Q and see how this does us. So I guess at night is when we'll be hitting the hay, and or during the daytime, and at night is when we'll be really living. All right, exit. Kitchen. Better not go there right now. All right, somebody's knocking at our door already. What do you want? Hi. Is my daddy here? Can you get him for me? I was okay before, but I'm really scared now. There's lots of strange people out here tonight. What's your dad's name? You forgot his name? Oh, wait. You're just testing me to see if I'm a visitor or not. You're smart. I'll start asking questions to test people, too. Aren't you afraid of visitors? I don't know. Everyone's afraid of them, so maybe I should be, too. I've never seen one before. Are they scary? Do they hit you hard? If so, maybe my friend from school is a visitor. He punches me all the time. Daddy told me to be careful, so I was super careful. I tiptoed over here real quiet like. No one saw me. I'll go get your dad for you. Good luck. Thanks, you too. I want to go home. It's scary out here. We're going to play a new game Daddy made up for me. You have to roll dice, and then you have to move stuff around like the armchair or the couch. You have to build up a big pile near the door or to win. I'll show you how to play another time. Bye. Oh. Whoa. What is this? I was taking shelter at a bar down the road, but they kicked me out just like that. Why? I guess not everyone here's found my personality particularly palatable. But I don't mean anyone any harm, just, don't worry, I just life is shitty sometimes, you know? So, what do you say, my good man? Can I come join in? Not a visitor, are you? Do I look like one of those monsters? Yeah, they kind of look like one of those monsters. No, I'm not a visitor, and you're never gonna get a straight fucking answer asking that directly anyway. I guess things here won't be any bit different than from the bar. Why do you kick you out from your other shelter? I considered saying something rude just now, but thought better of it. I told you already, someone there didn't like me. God knows who it was. Now that I think about it, maybe it's a good thing they tossed me out. They could have eaten me alive back there, and no one would have had a fucking would have ever noticed. Ugh. Okay, yeah, buddy, you're like... He's bending over not to touch the roof of the porch. Like, he gotta go. Nah, you should go and get it. Understood. Understand your reason, but it still pisses me off. You're just as cowardly as everyone else in town. Sleep well, my good man, and fuck you. That... Dude, I didn't even leave the door. Did they pick numbers or something? Hello? Yo. She got a bowl cut and bangs. Sorry to bother you so late. I was just so hot out here today, and TV said we shouldn't go out in the sun, so... Could you maybe, find some space for me? Who are you? I lived out near the city. Asphalt over here, there's heating up pretty bad, so... As you can imagine, actually worked the register at the local store at one point. I mean, I don't anymore. They fired me. I've always had bad luck with work. Let's see here. Should we go with what will you do now, or what do you think will happen? We'll ask her what she's going to be up to now. Trying to survive somehow? It's freaky out here, and these visitors everywhere. The sun's roasting everything. But I'd really like to live. Aren't you scared? Tell me it'll be over soon, please. So, should we trust the lady with the clear disability here, or should we tell her to leave? I'm not gonna lie, like, I don't know that she's gonna dig herself out of the ground, so she might not be a visitor. But big boy, he could have in like one single bound. All right, so go ahead, come on in. Thank you. Thanks so much, seriously. Now I get to live a little longer, thank God. Oh, honey. Oh, I didn't even get a chance to leave the door. Yo! Why he got an Among Us shirt? With that creepy smile. What's up with that line around his neck? He kinda sus. You being seeing all the shit going on? Fucking crazy. You holding up okay in there, bro? What do you want? Nothing really, I'm just curious, you know. But hey, I've got a dope ass way for you to break in some easy cash. Want to hear it? Since everyone else is busy being pussies about the sun, you can make a fat stacks without lifting a finger. All these chumps are shitting their pants, and they be honing their grind set. Why are you here, dude? Like, legit. Right down to business. I like that. Everyone thinks you're up to something in here, bringing all these people, stirring some shit up. So I say let's roll with that. And the host of the party to end all parties in the fucking world palooza, bro. I feel like I've met this person in my lifetime. Yeah, you gon' get, bud. Oh, I see. You're a fucking moron. I didn't realize that at first. My bad. I'll just go see if your neighbor's more receptive to my genius. Seeing you hell, shrimp dick. Okay, I'm just gonna very kindly leave that door. All right, nothing's going on there. We're gonna check out this house and look out the windows and stuff like we were told to do. You see a few teenagers hanging out in the yard. Why are there teenagers hanging out in the yard, yo? They're sitting around without a care in the world, chatting about something. They pay you no mind. They better not go in there right now. I'll check that during the day. Okay. Better not go in there. Am I allowed to go anywhere other than my bedroom? And the front door? Storage room. Kitchen. Office. Why can't I go into the office or the hall? Alright. We're going to check out this. Look out the window. Nope, I don't look that way anymore. Okay then. See if we can see anything new out this window. In the distance, you spy a house of your neighbor who's currently visiting you. I thought old boy left with his daughter. light blazes through the windows, and it seems like his family is waiting for him to come back home. Okay. Well, he was in the kitchen, right? They're telling me to check that during the day. It's not giving me any options to do that. No smokes? You gotta be joking me. There's deathly silence outside. There's no one there. Even the drunks have decided not to go out. Are they afraid or something? Probably. Okay. We'll go ahead and exit off on that. See if the teens are out here still. Yep, they're still out there. There's 3 of them. Why are they all dressed up like they're going to like some school? Because you know, there ain't no school. Loneliness and isolation. That pretty much sums up the goodness. Okay, there's nothing taking place here. Alright, we'll exit. Looks like no one else is coming tonight. Better not go in there right now. I'll check during the day. Why is my storage room partially open? Why do I keep saying I'm going to go to places during the day? Okay, well. We'll go ahead, I guess, and lay down and... Good afternoon. Here's the news. The sun's activity rises steadily as crime levels also reach a new high. According to recent data, the number of murders over the last few nights has surpassed average figures. Experts suspect this is related to society's ever-growing anxiety surrounding the visitors. And over to just a moment. Our studio has just received an urgent transmission regarding the contact with phenomenon we are calling the visitors. Eyewitness accounts describe them as creatures that can imitate the appearance and behavior of humans. Avoid contact at all costs. In one case, a visitor was able to be identified with one telltale sign: perfect white teeth. Our early reports seem to back this up. Yo, why that chin though? So at least the visitors brush their teeth. Sources say they encounter an unhoused person with perfect white teeth, who later turned out to be a visitor. That's all for now. Stay calm and don't leave the house during the day. Up next, more weather updates, but first, a message from our sponsors. I don't want to sleep right now. I'm full of energy. Alright, so... Oh, we can check the rest of the house now. Okay, I see how this works. Alright. Nobody's in the hall. What is that? Toto, pretty much the only toy I had as a kid. Yo, your toy is making me feel like I might be a visitor. Well, except for the sticks we used to whack the grass. Yeah. Alright, we're gonna check this. How you doing, Chica? I hope all this ends soon. How did you lose your house? I remember like it was yesterday. I had just gotten fired and all I wanted was to go home, climb into bed and cry my eyes out. But when I got there, I saw a bunch of boots. I thought maybe my roommate had some friends over or something, you know? So I went up to her room to find out that what she was up to, and as I got closer, I started hearing a strange sound. Kind of freaked me out, but I decided to take a peek, quite like, and see what was going on in there. I was able to catch a brief glimpse of my roommate lying motionless on the bed. Then suddenly, some grubby guy grabbed me from behind and said, "You can't go in there. She's not well. Come have a seat in the kitchen." Then he quickly pulled me away and sat me down at the table. I wanted to leave, but I was paralyzed by fear. Then I need to lie down. My stomach is doing somersaults. I hope all this ends soon. Okay, ma'am, you don't need to repeat yourself quite like that. What we need from you. Hey, what is up, Katie? How are you today? We're gonna need to test you, ma'am. Real quick though, before we test her, let's double check and see what our poll says. All right, so let's test her. What do you want to check? Oh, we gotta check your teeth, man. What? Wait. What? Are you gonna make a decision based on my teeth? Okay. I just had my teeth fixed, though. If I'm honest, I can't really remember being at the dentist. Was I ever there? God, I'm so nervous. I can't even remember if I ate yesterday. All right. I'm doing pretty well. I had a pretty busy morning getting some things done while on vacation, getting the house in order and getting oil changes and all that, but we're doing good. And now we get to chill and game and check out a new storyline and figure out what we're going to do with our female friend with the bangs and the brilliantly white teeth. Now, I'm trying not to be mean with this poor lady because I kind of feel bad for her, but at the same time, with everything going on, she got her teeth fixed but doesn't remember it. I mean, am I the only one who feels like that's strange? So, do I fit the description? I think the gameplay will be much more exciting the rest of the day. It was kind of humdrum. But got stuff done so we could sit down and chill. So I really appreciate that. How are you doing today? All right. So I kind of feel like she got perfect teeth. They're saying that our visitors had perfect teeth. I don't know that she is exactly taking care of the dental plan if she hasn't done the rest. So I feel kind of bad about this. But if we're gonna play through and try to make it, I feel like we shouldn't trust this lady. I'm a visitor? How? It can't be. Oh my God, I was chased out of my home, fired from my job, and now I'm gonna get run out of my own head? Hear her out, shoot her. Hear her out. Oh, I'm so torn, y'all. I feel like, though, she's got perfect teeth. The Notre Dame shoulder, the bangs and bowl cut, but she got perfect teeth. She might have brushed, but let's be honest. She said she don't remember getting her teeth fixed. So I'm scared to die. Wait, can you cover my eyes? Do you have some kind of bandage? Oh, wow. Well, I'm happy to have you, Katie. And I'm sorry you had to do some housework as well, but at least you got a little bit of a repay and reprieve by getting a canceled class. And you're still kind of doing the English class thing, right? See if I should call the neighbor. 8262. Where are they at with 3-digit phone numbers? Hey neighbor, good to hear from you. So you let a couple people in yet? If not, then you really should start thinking about it. We let the one in. Got any questions? So, how many signs? If only I knew. Nobody really knows how many signs it takes to be sure. I'd say it's probably the best not to jump to the conclusions, though. Oops. Maybe they should just, maybe they just went to the dentist before everything went to hell. Got any questions? Yeah, no, bud. We're gonna wing this one. Oh. All right. Hang that up. It's still light outside. I'm sorry, ma'am. All right. So, why do they got roaches in their fridge? Okay. That beer sure made me sleepy. Okay, so that means we can go to sleep until nighttime. We have no other visitors to question or check on. So, yeah, there's that. By the way, I like that nice touch with the crying cat. Very on point. Okay, so we're in the nighttime now. It's safe to check the doors and the windows. See who's out here. Hello? Anyone alive in there? Mind letting me in? Don't bang on my door, yo. Hey now, no hard feelings. Didn't mean to wake you. Ain't been sleeping a week myself. Used to be a gravedigger, you know. Not that there's much point in it now. Graves don't mean nothing no more. People just keel over and rot where they fall. Did you see something out there? Sure did, damn it. I was digging a grave and one some fella ordered. He's standing there watching me work. I was digging and digging, and then bam, the shovel hit something. Thought it was a rock, but no, a hand reached up from the soil. It was a visitor crawling up out of the ground, and that guy, he just laughed. I ran like hell and didn't look back. I didn't dare go home. Figured it was safer in a crowd. So we're saying that the visitors come from the ground, right? He worked as a grave digger. Like, am I the only one that's getting an uh-oh feeling from this? We're supposed to have somebody in here, though. And clearly we can take care of ourselves, right? We figured that out with bangs. So, all right, buddy, just be quick with that door. All right, I'm terrified of those visitors that might be right behind me. All right. Oh, somebody is already at our door, y'all. Hey, hello, I guess, if that's better. Is this like your place? I mean, your house, sir? Are you looking for someone? Nah, I just need to crash for a bit or something. I'm sick of hiding in basements. Keep this up and I'll probably forget how to talk soon. Not that you care. What are you doing hiding out in basements? I'm traveling, I guess. Want to see the world, different places. Maybe I'll find a new home somewhere. But I'm broke, so it's either making deals for a room or sneaking into basements. Whatever. That's life. Sometimes you just run into a total jerks, though. So, try anything creepy and I'll punch your freaking lights out. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of feel like this is legit, like somebody who is kind of going through it. And the fact that she's concerned about her safety and well-being. Plus, hey, we have a gravedigger, so if this turns out like bangs, we have somebody who knows the occupation and can help us clear out our closets, right? Okay, I'll show myself out. No way. You even got carpet. Sweet. But whatever. All right. Whoa. I sense the energy in here is stagnant. This is gonna be one of them crystal ladies. Something very bad is developing within. The sun and Leo are in the 5th house. I see it all so clearly. You're a pretty assertive person, aren't you? Huh? I can see you prefer to take action rather than talk. Typical Leo, am I right? No, she's not. I am totally not a Leo. You've accumulated a large amount of dark energy here. Yes, very unpleasant. I don't understand how or why. Everything just feels so neglected. I suppose I should start with the affirmations. Yo. Thanks for dumping all that on my already troubled mind. I understand that this is stressful for you, and since you're a Capricorn rising. Okay, so she called me a Leo, now she's calling me a Capricorn. Does she really even know me? You're juggling several constellations within yourself. You're a complex person. We can use affirmations to reach depths of your inner cosmos. You understand, don't you? Then everything will fall into place. Guys, like, we can deal with the whole ordeal of, like, the world going to crap, but I can't be locked indoors with somebody who's peddling crystals and doesn't even know my sign. And let's be honest, like, we've had a couple weirdos already at the door, but why is she giving me shark face? She's gonna bite somebody. She needs to go. So, you're not interested on working on yourself? Is that what you're saying? No interest in becoming a better you? There is like a world burning during daylight. She worried about me becoming a better me. What a tragedy. I shall make sure to manifest you a terribly explosive bout of diarrhea. Ooh, and she smiled and her teeth are bad though. She might not be one of them. Alright. Is it safe? Looks like no one is coming in. Okay. So we're safe. We're good. Alright. So we can't really check on people right now. I'm kind of afraid to look in there. The gravedigger went in. Better not to go in there right now. I'll check during the day. Okay. See if we've got anything on TV. Oh, no, we need to check the windows, don't we? That's what's up. You see your neighbor and his daughter through the window. Dude. You ever watch anything on the Whitakers? They were giving me Whitaker vibes. If only for a moment. Okay. We'll go ahead and check out and see what's going on elsewhere. Window. The bodies of the teenagers are lying on the ground. Don't worry, you all. They're sleepy. That's all there is. Someone killed them. I was wrong. It appears to have happened recently. The blood still hasn't dried. I bet it was that lady that wished diarrhea on me. Okay. Whoa. A man as pale as death itself is standing on the footpath. That's that tall dude. That's that tall guy that I told go. There are strange folds in his skin. Yeah, he's wearing somebody. It's as though his flesh is the wrong size for his body. Like I said. You can't see his eyes from here, but you can feel his gaze boring into you. You suddenly feel a sense of deep fear and pray that the terrifying visitor passes by your house. You stay on out there, buddy. Alright, kitchen? Better not go in there right now. Alright, so I guess we'll check the news, see what's going on there, and go from there. If it'll let us see the news. There we go. Good afternoon. Here's the news. The anomalous heat is continuing to rise, and the invasion of the visitors has shown no sign of slowing. As such, the government has founded a new organization to address the emerging situation. The Federal Emergency Management Agency, FEMA. FEMA employees can be identified by their yellow hazmat suits and gas masks. Merely days since their founding, the agency has already discovered a new way to identify visitors. Okay, so we have a new way now. Dirt under the fingernails, so if their teeth are too white and pretty, and if they have dirty fingers. Specialists say that this sign helps identify visitors who have crawled out from under the ground. That's all for now. Stay calm and don't leave the house during the day. Next up, a crisis report regarding a pale maniac. But first, some ads. Okay. I don't want to sleep right now. I'm full of energy, so I guess we've awoken during the daytime? Alright, no bodies in our hall. Wait. Okay, it doesn't seem to be anything out of place. What we got going on in the office? Like, he was a lot bigger earlier, right? Yeah? No? Wish some visitors would just go back underground. Why did you become a gravedigger? My job? Yeah, I don't know actually. Cemetery is kind of like a library, you know? But these books aren't for reading, they just lie there, quiet. I used to know every grave, who's where, and how the arms folded, what suit they had on, their names. Then one day, I'm digging a fresh hole, right? A normal day, nothing weird, feels deep enough, and then bam, empty. Empty. I'll tell you, what the paper said, someone should have been down there. Some guy, dead for sure. I remember he had a mustache, but poof, gone like dew in the morning. Dead man disappears. Is that like dying all over again? I think our buddy here, I think he's having some issues. Sir, we're going to need to test you. Now, he was a gravedigger, so if we check his fingers, we know for a fact there's nothing that's going to probably show up except for dirt. So, what we should probably do is fine, go on, check him. Wide open. Turned inside out long ago. Let's see what his teeth look like, because he's holding inside of his jaw. When you dig too deep, sometimes you don't just find bones. Okay, so he's got crooked teeth. He's got a messed up smile, a couple of digit yellow ones, so we should be good with him, right? These white ones aren't mine, fair and square. Those shiny ones, well, let's just say I found them. Would have been wasted down there anyway, but look, ta-da, they came in handy. This dude might not be a visitor, but he creepy. But no reason to shoot him yet. All right, here's our young lady that joined us. See how she is. And for everybody who's been slowly filing in and out, hi, welcome. I hope you're having an awesome day and week. Let's see what she's got to say. I'm so sick of this. Why are you out there on your own? Well, home is cramped, loud as hell, and zero comfort. I want it out, but wanted to see the world. So yeah, I grabbed the backpack, a couple of sodas, some snack bars, and this old friendship bracelet I made back in school. And I left. Parents probably didn't even notice. Not that I care. Since then, I just wander around, crash wherever I can, and honestly, been fine so far. At least nobody's on my back, and I'm my own damn boss. Okay, cool. Let's check her. Fine, just hurry up and get it over with, oh man. Go. It's bad enough she started off, and I'm pretty certain she was acting like I was a creeper, but wanting to come into my house. Now she called me old? I told you all, this is all premature. I'm not supposed to be gray yet. Alright. So we're going to check her hands. Gravedigger should have had dirty hands, but she really shouldn't have had like clumped dirt underneath of her fingernails, right? Here. Her nails are dead. Now, they're all different, but kind of makes sense. Alright, I don't know a whole lot about nails, but those look clean enough to me. Alright, ma'am, you're good. Alright, she is good. There's nothing going on in here. What? I need to check myself. How do you not know if you're a visitor or not? Yeah, screw that. Okay, we can't look out the windows during the daytime. We got rid of the body, it looks like, so no more bangs is present. So that's at least cool, right? Yeah, that'll be fine. So now we can lay down. Like the worst sneeze ever. All right, we already got somebody at the door. Howdy. If this guy isn't Creeper, I don't know who would be. What do you want? Dude. You look like a villain from the Dexter show. Spacious house you got yourself here. I like it. I don't need anything from you. No, you don't. So, you alone? No, I'm not alone. It's your lucky day. I can hear someone whispering inside, but who knows where they'll be in a few days. Dude needs to go away. All right. There, much better. Oh, howdy. My lovely wife and I are looking for a safe place to weather the storm. Would you mind if we crashed here for a bit? Only if it's no trouble, of course. Does my house look like a safe place to you? Honestly, your place looks safer than any other we've seen. Right, honey? I don't really know how to explain it. Big house, a little out of the way, no nosy neighbors, less chance of some cuckoo showing up, right? How about his wife, though? Like, that legit makes sense. Like, can she speak for herself? Of course she can. Honey, will you say something? She's really just tired. I'm sorry. But maybe we could all talk together another day if we ever meet again, of course. Right, darling? Oh, forgive me. I shouldn't be pushing you like this. All right, so his wife won't speak to us. She's doing some weird stuff. The look she's giving him, I don't really know about, but yeah. Please, friend, forgive my insistence, but try to put yourself in my shoes. My wife is very weak these days. She tires quickly, and I'd do anything for her. You understand? I love her dearly. I'd give you the shirt off my back if I could just buy her safety. Speaking of that, we've got something. It's not my shirt, but how about an Energeca? I don't even know what that is. I'm willing to give you everything I have left if it means my darling can get a moment rest. So what do you say? Will you help us? He knows enough, though, to offer something. But she looks kind of... I could totally get, though, where he's at with, like, trying to get her safety, so... Oh, I don't know. We're going to say yes. Oh, How can I ever thank you? By not killing me in my sleep, buddy. And not letting your wife do it either. Because, God, no. No thank you today. And who's that kid in the cab? Look, I don't mean to be difficult, but we can't stay here with a kid around. My wife isn't very fond of kids, you see, and didn't expect to find someone that young here. Go on, get them. Got it. Sorry to bother you. We'll keep looking, won't we, honey? Come on, move your damn legs. I'm tired too. Hey, if they don't want to be around kids, totally get it, but they don't. Whoa. Why you look like One Punch Man? Dude, we got One Punch Man at the door, y'all. So, we meet again. I remember things were a bit different last time we crossed paths. Yet, we remain alive. It's a strange thing. I don't know how to explain it. I'd like to start our conversation with a divination. Dude, this is that creepy lady with a bald head. Tell my fortune by choosing a page in this book. Where shall I open it to? Open it at the end. It was so long ago. Perhaps it was a dream. Maybe you and I and the fish. What kind of book is he reading? Only exists in the memory of a person who is long gone. Maybe no one really exists and it's only raining outside. Feels like things might truly fade away so very, very soon. What do you think? Do we inhabit the dream of another, or are we the one who dreams? It's an interesting line. What does this mean? Like, is it just me or is he speaking in riddles? I need to think it through carefully. Do you have any insights to offer? Anyway, I only came here to tell you something. Events will soon begin to unfold. You need to be ready. It may sound strange, but the cat must enter. I cannot yet explain how, yet I am certain it will help you. You could choose what you do with this information, of course. As for me, I think I'll go have a ponder on the deepest meaning of your divination. All right, so we have nobody else coming in. That's fine. You see a group of armed soldiers through the window. So we'll do a check through, see what's taking place everywhere else. Apparently, it's a small squad that was sent here from the city to provide security for FEMA employees. You hear some fragments of information about a pale man with a bare torso. Maybe they want to track down the creepy visitor? Oh, if we're lucky. Alright. We don't need to go in there right now. The charred husks of the teenagers' bodies are laying on the ground. It looks like they've been there all day. Two FEMA employees are standing next to the bodies and writing something down. It's a good thing they showed up to take away the corpses. You hate to think what kind of diseases could spread if the decaying flesh was left to rot out there. Yo. There is nothing good about this world. It is all bad. Alright. Is there going to be any good news here? There's a small group of FEMA employees standing by your neighbor's house. You wonder what they're talking about. Maybe they're taking soil samples? Or looking for something to set up a base. Okay. I can see them setting up a base, right? It's kind of out of the way like our place. A little bit larger. Alright, I guess we should go to bed, right? Good afternoon. Here's the news. FEMA has been taking new measures to address the ongoing visitor invasion. As of now, they have organized quarantine zones to detain potentially dangerous suspects. FEMA has also identified a new visitor sign after experimenting with those detained. Blood red eyes. So we have perfect teeth, dirty fingers, and now blood red peepers. According to the report, FEMA discovered this sign after observing detained visitors. Why does that look like half the Jackass crew? Noting that the creatures have increased photosensitivity, causing their eyes to become inflamed and red. That's all for now. Stay calm and don't leave the house during the day. Next up, a report on FEMA. But first, a word from our sponsors. So I'm really curious to see, are we going to get, like, I don't know, maybe a commercial or two in this? That'd be kind of cool. All right, see if we got anybody in here. Nope. Office. What is up, buddy? Wish some visitors would just go back underground. Yeah, bud, we already know that. So, out of curiosity, what did he do when he found that empty grave? So I sat down around the edge, looked in, nothing. Then I looked up and far off I seen someone standing out there, watching, like at a funeral. No eyes, but teeth, white as hell, glowing, almost smiling, just standing there. I damn near shit myself. I ain't gonna lie. I ran real fast, and that part I'm good at. He just didn't come up after me though. Just disappeared like smoke. Some fucked up shit. That's when all this visitor mess started. Okay. You know what, bud? We're gonna test you because we only have 2 of them in here. We got 3 energy, so it makes absolute sense for us to test when we can. Fine, go on check. I'm wide open, turned it inside out. He's given us this spill before, so we're gonna look at his eyes. Now it's on my shift. They're not red. We're good. Daytime folk see the sun, but all I see is the lamp on my head and shadows in the grave. Ever since that time, though, I've been jumpy, eyes darting, waiting for a visitor to creep up. A hard way to live. I think he's fine, so we're just gonna leave him be. Every so often I'll hit the mic, because unfortunately, after this weekend spending some time outdoors doing run fairs and stuff, sinuses hurt. Really not liking me today. All right, let's see how our young lady is faring with her abode in the kitchen. I'm sick of all of this. And how did you survive? Somehow. I'd sneak into stairwells, sheds, or just sleep under a tree. Hid from the heat under any roof I could find. Ate whatever I could get. Some greens growing wild or a candy bar I swiped from the store. What's with that look? Yeah, I stole. Big deal. How else am I supposed to survive? Nobody's gonna hire me, so whatever. She has a heck of a personality, don't she? What now? Think I'd really steal anything from you? Please. What? Is this some kind of interrogation? Drop it. Seriously. Alright, we go test you. She just keeps calling me an old person, man. That's kind of hurtful. All right, we're going to look at her eyes first. Watch those hands. One wrong move and you're losing an eye. Do they mean like the eyes themselves red, or do they mean like the... Because I can't really tell if that's supposed to be red or not. Leave alone. We're going to check her teeth. We checked her hands earlier, so we're going to check her teeth. Weird thing to ask, and hey, you try anything, and I'll bust your face in. For real. All right. So she's got braces, but they're not quite perfect. They are pretty white, but she's also got braces. All right, you're good for now, yo. Behave. Don't do no crazy stuffs. Hey, and leave the funeral guy alone. He's kind of weird, but I don't think he means any harm. All right. Maybe we should call our neighbor now. 58262. See what our neighbor's getting into. Hey neighbor, thanks for calling. Honestly, I'm still shaken up by all this. The murders, the soldiers, FEMA? They even showed up at my door last night. We seen, bud, we seen. Asked about the people staying here, scribbled something on a tablet, and then one of them took something out of my house. Oh, it took someone out of his house. Where did they take him? Hell if I know. They just said it was for the test. I thought all these soldiers and government officials would fix things. Should have known better than to think they'd help us or get us to a safe place. All right, at least good thing they didn't take your daughter? No way in hell I'm ever letting that happen. Over my dead body. If those bastards so much as lay a finger on her, I'll tear them apart. Okay, we already know what FEMA is, so we'll just take good care, bud. Thanks. Never thought we'd end up living through interesting times. The sun, the visitors, now FEMA. So many questions, and not a single damn answer. This poor cat. Neighbor, I need to ask something of you. If something happens to me, promise me you'll look after my daughter. All right, hear me out. She might not have been the brightest crown in the box, but she did want to show me how to play a game that her dad was teaching her to keep the house safe. So she probably is a sweet kid. In the worst case scenario, if a visitor came in and I wound up taking care of her, you've seen the forehead, like you could defend yourself for years to come. So we're going to promise. Thank you, neighbor. I knew I could count on you. All right, I got to go. Stay strong. All right. So we'll go ahead and hang up. I guess it's safe-ish for us to go in and prep for the next night. So we'll go ahead and, well, we'll check the TV for once. Once upon a time, two brothers lived near a dam. The daily splashing of water made the river foam up like crisp beverage on a summer day. Later in life, the image of their childhood in mind, the two brothers started Bober Brewery together. So this is the company that made that game as well. Since then, Bober Surreal has become one of the best-selling beers both at home and in bars. But we're sure need beer. Drink the good stuff. Drink a lot. Now available through 4Rest Food Delivery. Call now on 000016. Okay then. And I'm going to take myself off screen for just a moment. Grab a quick drink. We'll get back to it. Already got somebody beating at the door. We hear you. We hear you. We hear you, buddy. Whoever it is, we hear you. Oh. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, it looks like we have FEMA. All right. Good evening. I'm from FEMA. We're making house calls around your neighborhood, checking in with the residents. Like, let's be honest. This could be a visitor. If visitors are wearing people, how do we know they wouldn't just put on the jumpsuit and face mask? I can show you my credentials if it'll help put you at ease. Anyways, visitors rarely move in groups. Maybe even never. Why are you in protective gear? Should we be wearing that too? How are you going to help us? I feel like both of those are really good questions, and what I ask is probably going to shape. No, but you could buy some if it would help make you feel safer. We're still in the process of studying the sun's effect on the environment. It's important for us to be careful since we're spending so much time outside. Does FEMA have a plan of action? Of course, but we can't action our plans without proof. English, real hard for this gentleman. Might need to take him to some English classes. So, we'll take one of those people staying here back to our laboratory. We'll have them complete a few tests so we can make sure everything's above board, and then we'll send them back. So, should I just wait here for something to happen? Do I need to pack? Is this your house? Then no. Stay with the other residents. If you need to evacuate, we'll let you know. We'll just take one person and be on our way. Oh, they took the girl. She was the one that was acting the weirdest, I feel like. And her eyes were kind of red, but like not noticeably. But I couldn't tell if that was brown or red for her iris, so have a good night. Toodles. All right, so it looks like we have one vote so far. Whoa, sir. Hey, you on the other side of the door. I can hear your footsteps. Mind if I crash here for the night? Why are you so cheerful? There's enough anger out here already. Okay, you got a point there. Yeah, times are tough, but there's still so much worth fighting for. The next generation, art, just the joy of life itself. If we keep telling ourselves it'll be okay, then, hey, maybe things will get a little bit easier. Wow. So I can like legit, like no matter what, I'm either asking basically the same question or I'm being a complete butt. So we're just going to ask basically the same question. There's plenty of reasons, but I can't tell you what should make you happy. What did you used to love before all this happened? Try to remember what brought you joy. We can't allow ourselves to wallow in despair now, more than ever. We lost one. Maybe we should pick up one just in case. I hope you remember what it was like to feel joy. Maybe then death won't be the only thing on your mind. Heck yeah. Hi. Let me in. Are you freaking out? I don't know what to do. People killed my daddy. Visitors came to the house. They were sitting with us. Daddy was talking to them about something, and they killed him. Now our house is on fire. You help me? I'm scared. All right, so we gotta let her in. We promised we would let her in. The weird dude told me I had to let the cat in. I don't know if I trust that. Dude, this lady looks like one of those creatures from that, like, Zookosis game. Like, just saying. Hi. You open or not? Do you know the bald man? Too many questions. Yes, I know. How will help you? Who are you? I dance. Ballet. You can tell. Yeah, she reminds me of someone, all right. The giraffe from Zookosis. Do I? Sure. So what now? You tell me more or what? It's a strange thing to say. Yeah, I don't... Prove that you're a person. 2 arm, 2 leg, 1 head. Not enough for you? Did I pass the test? You open or no? Yeah, you should go. Look at Kitty. Think again. Dude, I know he told us that we should let the cat in. But he was talking in riddles and not making any sense. Now she come up here looking like she gonna like beat us to death with hoofs. I don't trust her. Nah, she can go to hell. Go on get. You find Kitty under house. Small gift from me. Go. Looks like no one else is coming tonight. Thank God. We don't need any more of them crazies like that. The entire squad of soldiers that arrived just yesterday is dead. The giraffe lady got him. Okay. Looks like there was a massacre out there. Bodies are scattered across the whole street, and one of them is missing its head. Did that pale, creepy stranger kill them? All? Dude, it was either him or the cat lady. I don't care what they say about letting the cat lady. We're not. No. Yo. The pale, creepy man is standing out in the street, smiling. He's holding that head like a picnic basket. He's holding someone's decapitated head in a helmet. It's the head of a soldier, his face frozen in a terrified grimace. You're not sure what scared him more, the pale visitor or his own impending death. Why does the stranger kind of look like that one guy from whatchamacallit? Devil's Rejects, the clown. All right, so I'm afraid to look out the windows now. Yep. Your neighbor's house, which he'd just painted white, is now charred blacker than black. Dude. Seems like the fire is still blazing, even now. Could someone have burned it down on purpose? What happened to your neighbor's family? Is anyone still alive? Well, we know at least daughter's alive because she's in the house somewhere. Worried thoughts swirl in your head and you're overcome with a feeling of incomprehensible helplessness. Okay. I really want to check, but it's not going to let me open any doors overnight. So instead, we're just going to go ahead, hit the hay, see what this brings. Good afternoon. You are watching the news. You don't say. Due to a sharp increase in suspected visitor sightings, FEMA has announced that it is enacting a new protection measures. Effective immediately, a full quarantine will be enforced across all major population areas. Travel outside your city or to nearby villages is strictly prohibited. Please stay within your designated area. In addition, FEMA has revealed a new visitor identification procedure. Hairless armpits. So that's going to make it really hard to identify if you're inspecting, I don't know, maybe a woman who shaves her armpits? FEMA reports that the visitors have no visible hair in this area, making it a useful identification tool. The agency is asking citizens to bear the test and comply with escorts to quarantine zones. That's all for now. Stay calm and don't leave the house during the day. Next up, a report on what you could do if you spot a visitor. Shotgun. That's always the answer. All right. All right. Anybody in the hall? Nobody's in the hall. Nothing to interact with there. We know the old boy's there, right? We're going to go ahead and give him the test. Oh, yeah, that's right. We got the other guy who joined us. So he's been passing test after test, so he should be fine. Everything's going to be okay. Still feeling cheerful. Not exactly cheerful, but I'm not falling apart either. We're still human, still holding on. We're not making the storm any worse than it already is. And when it's all over, I think we'll be able to forgive each other for the things we've done. As long as there's compassion, there's humanity. You with me? I hate to say it, but I feel like he's the most reasonable one so far. All right. So we're going to give you a test, though, buddy. Go on if it helps you. All right. So I really don't know how to do this with him. Based upon the crop top and the shorts, and mannerisms, I kind of feel like he might have shaved armpits. So I feel like armpits and teeth make sense. Didn't know that mattered too. He's got armpit hair. See? Looks pretty ordinary, right? Yes, sir. You look all right. I think you're good. You know what, though? Just because he has been a little bit of a creeper, right? We are going to check him out. Wish them visitors would go back underground. Okay, sir, you said this like 600 times. You need more dialogue. I need to test you. All right. Well, we're not going to turn you inside out anymore, sir. Your friend in the room with you might. We're going to check your armpits. Well, aren't you something? You gave me a dirty, disgusted look. I'm not going to lie, though. I kind of understand what he's doing because I'd feel kind of nasty, too. Somebody wanted to look at my armpits. It itches like the dirt's crawling under my skin. Besides, I got holes digging. No time for shaving. Okay, you're good, bud. All right. Okay, she's in the kitchen. Cool. I want my mommy. Just tell me what happened. I don't know. They came in and started talking, and Dad said they were wrong. They said, Daddy. Okay. Okay, just rest for now. The girl calls out for her father nonstop. There's no insight to her hysterics. That sucks. I'm not going to make any more jokes about her forehead. That poor girl just lost her dad. Okay. I need to check myself. Let's check my armpits. Maybe I've been the monster all along. TV made me do it, so we got an achievement on that one. Fuck, what the hell is that? Looks like a rash or worse, a fungus. Gotta clean myself up. Maybe it'll help. Yeah, we'll go ahead and clean up. All right, turn your all's heads now. We're gonna get cleaned up. All right. We're doing betters. All right. For arrest, 000016. So we don't have a neighbor call anymore. So I wanted to see what is up with this for arrest. 000016. Plus we have all these new people. And we got a little girl in the house. So you know what they love? Hot Pockets, pizza, anything with creamy cheese or boba. Hello, you've reached Forest Food Delivery. Would you like to place an order? 1 can of coffee, please. 1 jar of kombucha, please. Actually, I've changed my mind. What is kombucha? Like, I am absolutely stupid to some things, and I know things are popular. I've heard it. I don't know what it is. We have a cat underneath of our porch. I don't know if I want to be anywhere near that cat because Giraffe Lady is going to be there. Might need some coffee because I have a feeling some of these nights are going to get long. Thank you. Your order has been accepted. Please expect your delivery tomorrow night. So did that mean we just, like, guaranteed ourselves safety for another night. We have no smokes. I'm guessing that's a significant other or something that we've lost. All right. So we've done 2 tests on the one gentleman. All the tests have been very successful with the other, right? I don't think we necessarily need to drink to go to sleep at this point. I'm going to leave her alone. What is kombucha? Saves the game. This save persists even after your current playthrough ends. Your favorite drink makes you feel good, clears my head, reminds me of better times. So, we could order a game save. That's pretty cool. I hate sleeping by the nightstand. Too many bad memories. Okay. So I'm assuming I was right. That was a picture of a significant other. Alright, so we'll go ahead and exit out. And we'll head on down and see who is at the door as always. Good evening. I'm with FEMA. We're running a routine inspection in your neighborhood. Don't worry, it won't take long. When will you return the person you took? Return? Oh, so our team's already been here. After screening, there's a mandatory quarantine period. They'll be staying with us for a while. After that, they'll be sent back from the quarantine zone. All right, if there's no other way. Don't worry, the procedures are demanding, yes, but we allow them time to rest. Once the tests are done, we'll tell you what to do next. Dude, they just keep taking my trustworthy people. If you are unable to immediately transfer a suspected visitor to a quarantine zone, issue them a mandatory appearance slip. So you're holed up in here, I see. What did you think of that guy, the one in the suit? It's just doing its job. Times are rough lately. Just one thing after another, am I right? Maybe the suits will restore order. Or should we take matters into our own hands? I'm doing what I can. You know, what exactly can you do? Can you ward off death? Stop the floods, the fires, the decay? The only thing you could stop is a heartbeat. I'm just gonna put this out there. Everybody has the right to live. But if somebody came up to your doorstep and you know there's people threatening lives, acting like this, I think that shotgun would be right next to the door. I'm just saying. Listen. You alone? No. Still scrambling to survive in this new world, are we? Why? Dogs rule the world now, and only dogs survive here. Well, you look like you're doing all right, buddy. You understand what I mean, yes? Things will never go back to the way they were. Life changed. You're falling out of rhythm. Next time we meet, things will be interesting. So, FEMA keeps taking our good people. Hi, for the rest delivery here. Accept the delivery. Here you go. Have a good day. Oh, I mean, night. Still not used to that. Dude, you look normal enough. Like, you want to come in? You need a break? Hey, kid, how are things holding up around your neck of the woods? I
I ain't from around here. Never been one to stay in one spot for too long. But I can't roam around like I used to no more. Age will do that to you, son. Why are you traveling? You seen what these visitors are doing? House after house. Someone dead, someone torn apart. They pretend to be one of us and slip inside your homes and all hell breaks loose. Varmint needs to be wiped out, every last one. You wanna hunt the visitors? Aren't you doing the same thing? Now, you ain't no fool, kid, but hell, if I'm gonna just shoo them away, let one go, it'll be right back to tear your damn throat out. Ain't getting a second chance with them crafty varmints. I mean, he just said he was hunting them. But he also said he's getting too old to move around as much as he was. So, like, how is he really going to do any of that? I don't know that I trust him. I only have one person in my house right now. But he also has a good beard. I'm just going to put that out there. I think we could trust a guy with a good beard. Knew you weren't soft. You got some backbone, son. We'll wipe them out. We'll let no varmint within a mile of this place. All right, somebody else is at the door again. Hey, buddy, got room in there for a stand-up guy like me? Why does this guy look really off-putting? What happened to you? Nothing too crazy. I got kicked out by my mother-in-law because I threw out a FEMA guy out of the house. She's scared they'll come back knocking. Got you, didn't I? I'm messing with you, buddy. I don't have a mother-in-law. I ain't even married. Which means I'm free to hit up the bar if you ever feel like grabbing a drink. You some kind of comedian? I'm not that kind of stand-up guy, but hey, what's wrong with being a little funny while we're in the midst of the world falling apart? Laughing will keep you sane, buddy, even if everything else is going to hell. Without them, I'd be long gone. Sorry if my jokes rub you the wrong way. I'm just trying to keep it together, you know? Alright, so he seems kind of normal in the humor way. Maybe the pass-through is just kind of creating that fisheye distortion. So, you gonna let me in, buddy? But he also does have a T-Rex arm. On one hand is like twice, if not three times the size of the other. Oh. Alright, we let the bearded guy in. So I think I'm gonna pass on him. Damn, buddy. Alright. I won't be a bother to you. I'm off. Alright. Well, looks like nobody else is coming tonight. Okay, that's fine. So I guess now what we'll do is we'll try to hit the hay. Of course, we'll get some news. It smells like someone died tonight. Oh. Emergency broadcast. Wildfires are now sweeping across the forested regions. Experts believe abnormally high solar activity is to blame. While the full scale of the disaster remains unclear, fire crews from nearby cities have been deployed to contain the blaze. Despite the fires, Visitors continue to terrorize the nation. FEMA has announced a new identifying sign to aid the public in their fight against the visitors. Aura Film Photography. Dark packages appearing on a capture image is a strong indicator that the subject may be a visitor. Stay calm and remain indoors during the daylight hours. Up next, a word from our sponsors. It's getting no better. So, where's our camera at to take pictures of people? So we have nobody in there. We got our buddy here. I'm just going to leave him be for now. Stay sharp. Any one of us could be a visitor. We're going to test you. What do you want to check? Armpits. More signs. Easier we can find those varmints. Alright, so he has armpit hair. I'm not gonna lie, this is kind of weird looking at people's armpits. I'm just a normal fellow, son. Don't know what you done expecting to see. Oh, we're gonna test you again, bud. Why is the little girl gone and there's like bloody bags? Photo. No, Surreal, I don't like being photographed. Flash reminds me of thunder, sets me on edge. Nope, I ain't doing it. Yep. Kid, you ain't gonna make me take pictures of something else. Kill some varmint. I don't give a hoot. Just get your darn camera out of my face. Nope. Hey, we said we were gonna protect that little girl. And he came in this house and did some dirty stuffs. This how the varmint feels before I blast him. Yep. Well. That should restore. Okay, cool. So that's how it works. So we know our young lady isn't with us because they took the other person, right? All right, buddy. I need to test you. All right, we're going to take a photo. Photo's a dangerous thing, I tell you. Like a mirror, it keeps what it sees. All right, so there's an aura, but there's no dark spots. That's a funny one. It looks like shadows, probably just dust on the lens. Yeah, but it actually had an aura. It didn't have like those little rings. That's all they told us to look for. All right, so we should be fine with that. We got rid of, oh boy, right? All right, so 1, 6. Oh, so 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 6. Because we're gonna have to get another one of those kombucha drinks in order to save the game, right? All right, and we'll call him. Hello, you've reached for Rest Food Delivery. I'm sorry, we can't accept your order right now. You already have a delivery logged in our system. Due to the unexpected demand, we have been forced to temporarily limit the number of orders that can be placed per day. If you'd still like to place an order, please try calling again at another time. Thank you. Well, that's going to make this a lot more interesting. All right, so we'll go ahead. Well, I guess we wasted that energy drink. Man, that's horrible. Oh, we got coffee. So we could use that if we really need to make more decisions. That'll let us go to sleep in the day so we can see what happens tonight. So that'll be kind of cool. And to anybody joining, welcome. I don't even know what day we're at this point. I feel like we're doing all right. All right. TV didn't come on. Ominous music is playing. But we still had Old Boy with us, so we're not solo. There's nobody. Witness the beginning of the end of time. Oh. And the streets are on fire. Panicked people rush to nearby houses. They bang on doors, desperate for shelter, but it seems no one is willing to let them in. Oh no. The path along the field is littered with bodies of those who tried to run. Nearby stands the man responsible, a FEMA officer. He holds a rifle, smoke still drifting from the barrel. Hey, we all good, buddy. You stand your ground, I'll stand mine. Don't even know what to say. You see a woman crying over her wounded husband. You can't tell if he's alive or dead. The tear streak, she drags his heavy body away from the gunfire. You're left with a single thought. Things will only get worse. They certainly feel that way. So it's not going to let me do anything else. Nobody's coming to the door. That's horrible. So no one's coming tonight. So we should be good. Nope, I don't look this way. Not anymore. Okay, still not. Let me look out that window. I don't know why. All right. We interrupt this program with breaking news. Reports of civil unrest are coming in from the neighboring city. Due to the unresolved circumstances, FEMA forces have sealed off the area. Please remain in your homes. Stay where you are and await further instructions. And remember, support FEMA and join the fight against the visitors. That's the latest for now. Next up, some ads. Up next, a special report on the nature of the visitors. It's gonna all be bad, ain't it? Buddy, how you doing? Where do you think the visitors come from? You ever notice the way they look so damn familiar? They don't look like a person, but like the memory of a person. Okay. I got a theory. You sure you want to hear it? All right, here it goes. Maybe visitors ain't the dead. Maybe they're thoughts, the ones we don't bury. Fears, regrets, feelings you never let go. They pile up, and when it's too quiet in the dirt, they crawl out. Not looking for flesh, look for attention. The more you're scared, the closer they get. Because you remember them. Anything remembered wants to be alive. Okay, it makes sense. So, him and the flashy guy so far have been the only ones that's made sense in our house. Check the house over. Make sure we're in good shape. Need to check myself. Alright, we're going to check the teeth. See if we've been brushing. According to the game rules, we've been brushing a little too well. Oh, no, there's a little stain. Shit, white. Smokers would kill for these. Okay, cool. We'll check the hands. We'll check our eyes first. We'll check our eyes. All right, so we got white teeth and red eyes. They're red. Motherfucker. Shouldn't have drank all that caffeinated crap. All right, so we're going to check one more thing since we have the energy too. We've already checked the armpits. They were hairy, right? So clean hands. Some powder marks. Nothing major. Okay. So we're good. All right. No new phone numbers, no new things to call. Nothing in the storage. So we're good there. Oh. It's the first time I've seen that the radio's usable. To catch a signal, turn the right knob. To do this, left click and hold the right knob. Turn your cursor left or right. Knob adjusting the volume. And if you still can't get a signal, try changing the wavelength. Do this, left click on the handles. Okay. All right. So far, nothing. We'll keep going through just to see if there's anything cool. I'm not seeing nothing yet. Just put that back. We don't need the radio. All right, so we at least got one person still in the house. So old boy shouldn't technically be able to readily come in theory. Now, if FEMA takes him, we're SOL. How's your new life treating you, baby? So you remember I said I thought there was somebody else in that picture. Managed to adapt yet? How silly of me to ask. You do live here, after all. You look unusual. So you noticed. Thanks. Do you like it, baby? People keep remarking on my looks lately. Even more than they used to. You're not much of a talker, are you? Tell me about yourself. right, so we have a couple options here. I've never been good with people. That's not changing now. I used to pray that my father would drop dead. Is that enough? Or I'd rather not. I think we'll go with the third. I've never been good at talking with people, and that's not changing now. I get it. Not many people know how to listen without jumping in with a, well, I had it worse. Connecting with other people is hard. You're not the only one who struggles with that. I could help you if you want, baby. You could practice on me. They talking weird now. Maybe we could try connecting together. I'm kind of afraid though, if we don't let her in, Fima's gonna take that other guy. But simultaneously, I kind of feel like anybody who's talking like this in this moment, they up to no good. So she need to leave. Oh, I need to adjust. I never expected you to answer any differently. Do you think facing the end all alone will make things any easier? Well, doesn't think so. Oh. Yo. Why does she look like she has, like, the spirit of the Walking Dead on her back? Alright. Can I come in and rest a minute? Where did you come from? I don't remember. It doesn't really matter. I'm so very tired. If I don't get some rest, I might just pass out under your window here. Is your friend sick? He's my husband. He's dead. I can't give him a proper burial. There's no point in letting him go now. Dude, I feel kind of bad for saying this, but like, it's horrible, but she don't remember where she came from. They've been shooting people dead for trying to leave and go from area to area. And she's trying to bring somebody's corpse into your house. I'm sorry, but yeah, no ma'am. It's okay. Oh. Hey, cough, cough. Can you let me in, pal? So I have seen this one, although I don't know how the story's going. I'm a fireman. I got caught out in the sun while we were fighting forest fires today. The thick smoke helped prevent us from getting completely burned alive, but it was horrible. The trees, they went up like matchsticks. I've never seen anything like it. Smoldering animal carcasses covered the forest floor. Why aren't you in the hospital? A hospital? There are no more hospitals, pal. When the visitors came, the whole point of the hospitals went up in smoke. Hard to get treatment if you can't trust who's treating you. There's no helping me now. I'd have been better off putting out those fires and dying out there with my buddies. I don't have much time left anyway. All right. So you mentioned the forest fires. He's speaking pretty coherently and non-threatening. He kind of checks out. Worst case scenario, we realize he's not good, and we help him with where he's going. Thanks, pal. I don't think I'll be in your hair for too long. At least I won't have to die alone in the dirt. They gave us a slip of paper at work before we went out to put the fires out. It's a mandate telling us to report to a FEMA quarantine zone, but why go if everyone who does ends up dead? Here, I don't need it anyway. You could throw it away or use it for something else. So he received a FEMA notice. No one else is coming tonight. So, off to bed we go. Good afternoon. This is the news. We bring you an important update. New details have emerged regarding a recent incident that unfolded in the city. It seems one of the city's quarantine zones came under attack from an armed individual. The suspect's motive remains unclear at the time, and it's unknown if the attacker had any accomplices. Notably, several unverified individuals also escaped the quarantine zone. Oh no. Silence is a harbinger of death, a sinister quiet that drains the soul. But worse than the emptiness is the rain, a distant funeral knell growing ever louder. The bells toll for us all, filling our ears with endless din. Filthy thoughts caught in webs of wax, an infernal nest where visitors thrive, tangled deep in sticky substance. Cerumen indundus, cerumen inundans, cerumus inundans. I have no clue what that means. Up next, a special report on the temporary suspension of corpse disposal. They doing a lot. All right, let's check on our buddy. It's so goddamn hot. All right, bud, before we start all this stuff, how you feeling? Seems like even worse than I thought. I don't think I'll hold out longer than a week. It did ease the pain a little when you let me in, though. Thank you. But now I'm just sitting here while the rest of the guys are out there dying. I could have stayed with them. It's not like I've got anything else to lose. I'm already on the way out after all. All right, unfortunately, we should probably test our buddy. So, sure, pal, I've got nothing to hide. Everything I had went up in flames. All right, we're going to take a photo of him. Sure, whatever. You only get a charred corpse, so that's how it always is. You got dark spots. Buddy. Gotta test you some more. Armpits. Alright, so makes sense he wouldn't have eyes or hair. Alright, I feel like teeth. They said they're perfectly straight and super white. Don't judge too harshly. Lungfuls of smoke ain't exactly a trip to the dentist. I think he's safe. Shame he didn't come when we still had the girl here. See how our buddy's doing. Alright, we're just gonna leave him be. need much else. That's who that was supposed to be. That was supposed to be like the significant other that left us or something. So I think he was dead to rights with that. I love how this music starts getting more and more hopeful. All right, so for the moment, I'm going to take a short break, about 3 to 5 minutes, just so I can use the restroom, grab a drink, rehydrate the mouth from all this talking. And then I'll be right back and we'll pick up right where we left off with the knocking of the doors. So I'm just going to put us on a short break screen and I will hopefully see you shortly after. If not, take good care of yourselves and each other. I'll be back in about 3 to 5 minutes.
And we are back with banging on the door. So we have to definitely go check that out, see who we have present. Hello. We require more test subjects from you. The sooner we get them, the better. Bring back the ones you took. You're in no position to make demands. You've all done nothing but try to get in our way. And look where that's got us. We recently had to wipe out a visitor colony. A place that used to be my hometown. How long is this going to continue? We're still studying the cause of these events. Stay out of our way. Hard to say when things will return to normal. We need to run more tests to keep things under control. Cooperate with us. And this will be over before you know it. I have to hand you over someone again? Yes. But this time, we'll need two. Doesn't matter who. Just hand two of your residents over now. Everything will be back to normal soon. What would happen if we say no? Do you think he'd just be like, fine, that's cool? Or do you think he'll... Because there's only me and the other guy. Remember, help us. Help you. Thank you for understanding. We'll bring these two back before you know it. Oh, the burn victim. And we'll handle the visitors. He's not handling no visitors. Oh no. Yes, your house is perfect. This guy's not a creeper. I can feel it. What exactly do you feel? Death. Death hath spoken, has taken a liking to your house. She's quite fond of it. I don't know how many have died here, but her presence is strong. Who even are you? Why are you dressed like that? You look like some kind of cultist freak. That's... Perhaps I do. Is that such a bad thing? This is my shroud. There will be need of it once I die. This way, there's no need to find cloth to wrap our dad. We don't believe in salvation. Not unless it comes from death herself. She's already near. We're simply helping her cross the threshold. So what do you want? We must perform the burial rites in the ways anew. Your house is perfect for it, yes. Death's influence is strong here. What's been happening here anyway? In any case, let my brothers trespass here. Protect them. They must survive long enough to complete their task. I'm not exactly burning with excitement at the prospect. Perhaps you'll end up burning after all. Watch over my people, and remember, if one of them dies, your house will be reduced to nothing. Forgive me, but there'd be no other way to accomplish our divine mission. I don't like being threatened, or shoot them all. I mean, they're creepy, but those are the ones that burned down the other house, aren't they? You think we few are all that carry the torch of our faith? Others will come while you sleep.
They'll douse the walls with gasoline and strike a match. Even if you survive the blaze, your house will be gone. Where will you run? So perhaps let them stay, yes? I doubt it shall take very long. Keeping your distance, huh? Good. That improves your odds of survival. Unless you're a visitor. Who are you? Someone who's here to clean up the filth my neighborhood's dealt with. You don't need to know nothing else about me. Let me guess, is that a broom in your hands? That's a funny way of looking at it. Sure, it's a broom. It's a very powerful whistle. I could sweep away the filth with my bare hands, but this just makes it easier. The most effective way, though, lock them up in a house and torch it. And anyone who feels sorry for the visitors might as well be one. So why are you here? Hold it. You already asked your questions, now I ask mine. Anything going on in the neighborhood? Any threats I should keep an eye out for? Half-naked visitor annihilated an entire patrol? Just one? Half-naked? So it wasn't wearing any protective armor? Interesting. You actually saw him? Yeah, I believe you did. You don't talk like someone who's in the habit of spreading rumors. You've got my attention. I'll be back again. Alright, so maybe if we keep this cat around. Maybe? Good day, homeowner. Are you renting out rooms here? What is up with the T-Rex arms? Something like that? A rather vague answer. Well, fine. I suppose we can finalize an agreement at a later date, backdated appropriately, of course. Although, in lieu of a formal contract, how much do you charge per night? Excuse me, do I look like I need a favor? Unbelievable to think a member of the respectable rental institution would turn their nose up at good money. Fine, we'll settle this properly later, with a full legal contract. Should I let T-Rex arms in? I don't know. He's all... Alright, come in. I need somebody. We can discuss the rental terms in full detail later. Is he weird? Yeah, but let's be honest. It could be much worse. Alright. Go to bed. See what comes of this. Good afternoon. You are watching the news. FEMA is currently assisting victims of the quarantine zone attack. Due to overcrowding in existing facilities, the agency has made the following decision. Evacuated residents will be temporarily housed in buildings on the outskirts of the city. Fortunately, local homeowners are cooperating with FEMA and have offered shelter. As of this report, only a portion of the escaped individuals have been located. Thankfully, a new identifier has been announced by officials earlier today. Bleeding gums. Oh. If an individual showing this condition comes to your door, do not engage. Wait for the scheduled FEMA patrol and report the suspect to the relevant authorities. And remember, stay where you are and await further instructions. That's the latest for now.
Next up, a special report on a dangerous new cult. We already know everything there is to know about that cult. All right. Anybody in the hall? It's clear. Surprisingly enough. Didn't I tell them to go kick rocks? All right, Turkey Neck, what do you guys say? Lost souls, just like the countless others who walk this blighted earth. We yearn for peace, for stillness eternal. And we have found the path to her, death. Why do they tremble before her? Is it truly the unknown they fear, or the lashings of dogma burned into their souls? For millennia we clawed at the veil, seeking life's meaning, and lo, its answer was laughably simple. Death is our purpose, and we are her followers. Yeah. I'm just gonna test you. No need to be afraid. We will all depart to a better realm. We will find salvation. I don't even remember there being something about ears. We're gonna check your teeth. But of course, crooked is the soul and perhaps larger than advisable. Alright, but there's no bleeding. Alright, we're just gonna leave them be. Alright, the dude who wanted to rent a room. What a world. What now? Isn't it obvious? We've yet to finalize an appropriate rental agreement. How do I do that exactly? Well, do you mean to tell me you don't even have the requisites paperwork on hand? Then I suggest you find a notary and procure them. Just honestly. Are you kidding me? Like, for real? Like, where are we going to find a notary? You do know how to use a map, don't you? This isn't complicated. And again, I must insist that you use sir and address me with due respect. Oh, I'm testing this guy. I'd rather have the cultists than this guy. Just fuck off already. Actually, Article 21 of the Constitution guarantees my rights to basic human dignity, so mind your tone. And I strongly suggest that you start showing me some respect before things get unpleasant. No. I'm testing you. We watch TV, have we? All into the whole visitors things? Have we? Fine, do your test. But no, I know my rights. Based upon the pure slips and the rudeness, we're checking his armpits. What? My armpits? You ain't got no armpit hair, bud. Oh, so now I'm a visitor because I dislike the sensation of sweating? Quick, lock me up. Sweat is now a capital offense. Need to test you again, bud. Yes, I'm still watching TV, friend. We're going to test his teeth. Maybe you'd like to see if there are any leftovers you could scavenge for while you're in there, huh? Alright, so he doesn't have any hair on his armpits. His teeth are perfect. Well, happy now, are we? Or are you going to commit premeditated murder because I brushed my teeth, huh? Alright, I tell you what. Hand over a FEMA notice. What's that? Fine, I'll take it.
Okay. Nobody's in there. Good. I guess I should check myself while we're at it. I need to check myself. Yeah, screw this. It's a lot of effort. All right, back to bed we go. Real quick, I'm gonna silence my mic. Or actually, I'm just gonna switch over to a short break screen so I can handle whatever's going on in my upper head. And I'll be right back. All right, we're back. Just had to clear out the old upper head. All right. I'm sorry to bother you, but do you have a moment? I just feel so awful. Could I maybe talk to you? What happened? I just wanted to provide a little hope for kids who had been abandoned. I took in those they called tainted. Any child they fear might be a visitor. Oh. We lived together in the old kindergarten building. They just needed someone to care for them, to love them. I did my best. But it wasn't enough. I couldn't save them. What happened to the kids? They all died in the flames. The other townsfolk did it. They were terrified that the children might actually be visitors. They forced me to watch. First they locked the doors, they held the windows shut, then they set the building on fire. I can still feel their terrified little eyes watching me. I'm sorry, but is that the cultists you have here? I can't stay under the same roof as someone like that. They remind me of those people who the children. I'm sorry. I'll kick them out. Thank you. I'd rather have her than the cultist. Oh no. Dude, get a shirt. You feel that? Change is haunting you. So am I. And now, one of your ilk is deathless. All because of a word. One single word. But what a word it is. You know who I mean, I guess? Strange things happen around you. I don't feel anything. Must be tough. Sounds like you need help. Why don't we try something new? A gamble of sorts. There are at least two of us inside your house. You open the door for me, because dogs reside in their bodies now. I don't understand. It's simple. Let's give it a try. But first, you alone? Not alone. Well. Even we are a rare sight now, let alone your kind, locked in their walls. Change isn't the worst thing coming for you. You don't think I lead the pack, do you? There are far greater things out there. I simply follow orders. Well then, until we meet again, go. Hello there, dearie. Walking all the way here really took it out of me. Let me tell you. Might I pop in and rest a minute? Well, you chose to walk all the way over here specifically? No. I didn't plan to come here. Don't be silly. She being silly. fate has a habit of bringing us together. No meaning is a mistake, dearie. Since I'm here, that means my feet brought me here for a reason. My eyes landed on your house with purpose. As it was always meant to be, I assume. No. I don't follow you. You need something? What does anyone need, dearie? A roof over my head? A chair for a story or two? To lie down and close my eyes peacefully. And air to breathe, I suppose. I don't need for much. It's just really boring living all by one's lonesome, isn't it? Alright, so she's older. Between her, the teacher, they're taking more people at a time. I mean, I hate to say it, but thank you, dearie. I can tell you'll be a very entertaining host, and maybe I'll finally find out what's been going on around here. Alright. Nobody else? Oh. Somebody else. He's not asleep? He should be. Where are your parents? Parents? Don't have any. Never did. Are they something we need? What you looking for? Wrong smell. Wrong voice. Sorry. This house is wrong. There's more wrong than this house with that interaction. Just gonna say. Alright, so we're gonna lay down. It smells like someone died tonight. Oh god, not again. That old lady killed somebody. Or the teacher. Good afternoon. Now for the news. The situation in the city is gradually stabilizing, but some fugitives still remain at large. Meanwhile, corpse disposal operations have resumed. Through new challenges have emerged. According to the latest reports, packs of stray dogs are now roaming the streets. FEMA has delayed a team to address the threat. The agency has also announced a new identifying sign for potentially dangerous individuals: skin irritation. The investigation into the attack is still ongoing. Whether the attacker acted alone still remains unclear. However, there is no doubt that the FEMA will contain both this and ongoing visitor threats. If you have any questions about recognizing visitors, the FEMA hotline is open on 000-451. As always, stay where you are and await further instructions. And that's the latest for now. Up next, a report on the unfolding situation in the equatorial belt. They up to no good. Alright, old bird. Oh, dearie, I'm getting old. You know, I kind of feel like she might be a person, though, because I feel like as I've gotten older, I state that I feel old. So, yeah. Where are you from? City born, I am, dearie. Had me a little hut in the high rise. No, wee cottage in the country. No crumbly old husband or grandbabies to speak of. So I'd sit myself down on a bench most days. Could feel a bit of life there. See, and oh, the things I'd hear. But when all this hogwash started, well, I didn't like it anymore. How could you feel life when everybody around is dropping like blooming flies? Step into the stairwell, and there's always some poor soul lying there, covered with white cloth. Heavens, it's enough to make you wish yourself gone rather than keep watching such sorrow. Imagine, like, some of the recent activity in the world. I bet you similar words have been used. So off I popped, toddled off looking for a place where there's stories to hear and life to feel. And looky here, fate's led me straight to your door, dearie. Now, I'm no churchgoer, but times like these, well, feels like heaven itself guided me to your steps. We need to test her. Like, she alright, but I feel like we need to test her. Oh, dearie me, I'm getting old. Yes, we know. Well, now, go right ahead and check, dearie. You won't see anything you haven't seen before. All right. We're going to do a photo of her. You're wasting that film. I'll be... I'll be... All right, I don't see dark spots. Got aura. That's good. Should we check her teeth or arm? I feel like I don't want to check an old lady's armpits. That means she got to move her shirt around, and we don't want to be privy to that. We got to treat her with some respect. All right, we need to test her again, though. Eyes like a picture would be red because she's older. She probably hasn't been sleeping well walking all that far. Let's check her hands. They're wrinkly, but they look at my fingers. They can't count right. They give you just enough to keep you from running out. I think she's all right. Now, I could be wrong. But I don't think I am. Teach. They gonna burn our house down. Those poor children. And we had like a kid come to the house, like right after she showed up too. Oh yeah, we need to test you. Well, first we're gonna ask her if she's okay. Yes, I suppose. I don't know. I don't understand how grown, supposedly rational adults could let their emotions take them and do such a thing. Were they really so terrified they would kill a child? In chaos, reason is the first thing to go. Don't people realize that killing children is... I can't even find the words. I agree. Hardship unmasks us. Perhaps we are the real monsters, not the creatures that crawl up from the underground. I respect that, ma'am, but we're going to need to test you. Do you must. I have nothing to hide. I've already lost everything. All right, so we're going to take a photo of her like we did the others. Okay. No rings. We're going to test you again. Because somebody's died in this house. So if it's not you, it's him. Let's see your teeth. Is she bleeding at the gums? Where they beat me. They tied me to a post. Wanted me to watch. That was blood around the gums, wasn't it? But there's not a whole lot I can do right now. Oh, we're okay. Just let this go, dude. I'm really already tired of this guy. Absolutely not. You're legally required to finalize the riddle agreement. Gotta be joking. Don't really care. Huh. There it is. Right all time. The insults. The incident falls under Administrative Code 5.61. Keep going by all means. It'll all come back around to bite you. Is there anything else in here? I think he needs to go, and I need to test that other guy further. All right. See how this plays out. All right, on we go. More banging at the door. We need more people. It's the only way to avoid a catastrophe. What catastrophe? A fucking major one. The authorities can't contain the outbreak. They're ready to blow up the entire city. The orders they expect us to adhere to are impossible. If we don't figure out a way to survive, someone else will decide for us. Yeah, really, like, what the hell's the purpose of your agency? Alright, real quick, I'm gonna check the stream. See what's going on here. There we go. For some reason, I keep getting an error set reading. Not making sense, but I'm out of patience. I'm not arguing with you. Either we break the door down and clear out this whole damn rat's nest, or you hand over 2 people right now. You're not the first to try to resist us. We dealt with them. We'll deal with you too. I feel like we got it guaranteed for a fact. We know for a fact that they're up to no good. The feeling is mutual. Oh, good. He took the teacher and the guy. That's all we have. Or that's all. Have a nice night. Whatever, yo. Let us not waste time. How fair by flock. I'm gonna burn in my sleep, ain't I? Alright, who else? I'm back. Trying to find that someone I mentioned. No luck. But I went through a few houses. This place is crawling with visitors. Did FEMA give up on this town or just this block? How do you spot one? Hell, same way you do, I bet. The TV and the radio spell it out for us. One sign is enough to put them down. I don't hesitate for a second. Since I'm here, tell me, do you know a stocky guy who wears a blue denim jacket? He's got a kid, a little girl. Not sure how old. His wife, well, fuck the wife. Yeah, his house burned down, bud. Show me you're not one of them. Any part of you will do. Show off the armpits. Yeah. See? You son of a bitch, fuck-ass visitor. Thought you could trick me? Time to die, bastard. You hear a madman behind the door, spitting furious words with raw aggression. You can can only wait, hoping nothing will happen. No. The haze of rage in the eyes of an armed man is more terrifying than any visitor. Really? You hear his shallow wheezing. Master, God, man. How many more has he slaughtered? How many has he... Thought he dragged me out since I didn't. He's gone quiet. We should probably check. Oh, we got him too, though. Because of someone like you, so many are dead. People like you killed my friend. People like you will never let anyone live in peace. What? You think no one will fight back? These minds? Damned by insanity? And now I've lost everything, but you still have something left. I'll crush you. Dude. I'll drive you deep into the ground. I'll drown everything in your blood. Like, I understand being upset, but every bastard with a weapon in their hands dies today. Every last one. Wrath of the Vigilant. Revenge written on a bullet. Is our new. So, yeah, that was. Wow. So that was No, I'm Not a Human. Real quick, I do want to take an opportunity just to quickly pull up and just give a couple of warm thank yous to everybody who's been joining. Katie, again, as always, thank you for joining today and saying hi. I hope the rest of your day goes good without your English class. And yeah. Rich recently stopped in and I know he's been going through a move as well as another one of our regular viewers. So I hope everything's going well with that. Hypershank is always stopping in. Absolutely awesome. Utku the other day stopped in at the tail end of our repo run. So thank you for stopping in and giving a little encouragement. Later tonight, the wonderful and talented Ginge is talking about possibly doing some streams of Vampire the Masquerade. If not, late this evening, I will most likely be doing either some more No, I'm Not a Human, or I also have like a sci-fi horror-ish movie game where your decisions make all of the difference. So I'm very strongly considering playing that out. One, I think it'll give my voice a little bit of a rest if I can get my sinuses to dry up. But I hope everybody's had an awesome day. Please take good care of yourselves and each other, and hope to see you all again real soon. Take care.